Good afternoon, South Florida. I'm Christy Kruger. Here's a look at some of the stories making news today. The Florida Division of Emergency Management is deploying 500,000 gallons of fuel to South Florida and to gas stations here in our area. Fuel tankers continue to make their way to gas stations, playing catch up now after flooding issues created logistical nightmares for Port Everglades. 9 out of the 12 gas terminals at Port Everglades have now recovered from the flooding and are distributing gas. The port is the entry point for fuel to Miami-Dade, Broward, and the Keys. And today, Miami-Dade Mayor Daniela Levine Cava had this to say about the oil reserves.
So we do have fuel reserves for emergency vehicles for the county. So just to be aware that it does not affect emergency vehicles. So we are always able to assist in an emergency. But for sure, we want to look ahead to understand what could we do to mitigate these problems in the future.
The historic flooding also leaving residents really frustrated 1 week later. Neighbors in the Melrose Park neighborhood telling us they wish the city could have warned them a little bit easier and more or sooner about the sandbags prior to the storm. Others say they aren't getting enough help even after physically getting sick from the standing water. City and county leaders say they are working as quickly as they can to clear the most affected areas like Melrose Park and Edgewood. That's where piles of ruined furniture can be seen up and down the streets.
Directly in front, feet straight.
All right, I'm going to call my lawyer right now.
No.
Yeah,
Don't walk off. Sir, don't walk off. You don't have the right to speak to a lawyer.
Fight me, and you're gonna get it.
Okay.
Put your hands behind your back, sir.
Put
your hands
behind your back.
The Florida Panthers, I was coaching.
Yeah?
Yeah, you don't care.
No.
I know.
Nope,
This
didn't care. Body camera video released after the former Panthers coach Andrew Brunette was arrested for DUI in Broward earlier this year. That video shows him being stopped by the deputies for allegedly ignoring a stop sign. He was then arrested after he walked away from the sobriety test. He also asked a deputy if he was aware he was a former coach of the Panthers. As breaking news happens, we have you covered both on air and online. Head to local10.com for more local news coverage and updates all day long. Have a great afternoon.